From the News Talk 1340 KROC-AM and 96.9 FM newsroom, here's TJ Leverett.
Good morning. It's 6:03. Today is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. In downtown Rochester, clear and 45. Closing arguments are expected today in the trial of 54-year-old Nikolai Miu of Prior Lake, accused of fatally stabbing a 17-year-old boy from Stillwater and wounding 4 others during an altercation in the summer of 2022 on the Apple River in western Wisconsin. He took the stand in his own defense yesterday and during cross-examination acknowledged that he made up a story about people pulling knives on him. Miu did testify that his fear factor was a 10 because he was being surrounded. The apparent victim of a romance scam has admitted to a felony theft charge for stealing millions of dollars from her Lewiston employer to meet the demands of a man she met online. 61-year-old Sharon Ann Schmalzret of Wabasha entered a guilty plea yesterday to the charge in exchange for the dismissal of a felony count of financial exploitation of a vulnerable adult to the tune of $17,000. She was charged in both cases last September following an investigation that determined the company she worked for lost $3.7 million from her alleged thefts that began in October of 2019 and ended in March of last year when she was fired. Schmalzrat is scheduled to be sentenced in June. A bill advancing in the Minnesota Senate would establish the framework needed for helium exploration in the state. Senator Grant Huschild of Hermantown says a large pocket of helium was recently discovered between the Iron Range and the North Shore.
And it's the highest concentration of helium in the world. And so this is a really, really exciting prospect, but your listeners will be surprised to hear that Minnesota actually has no rules or guidelines for how to handle gas exploration.
Huschild says helium exploration doesn't cause environmental damage and no one testified against the bill during a public hearing. He hopes it will pass so the rulemaking process can begin later this year. Twins losing to the Dodgers 6-3 last night. They'll try to salvage a game this afternoon. Coverage at 11:30 this morning here on News Talk 1340 KROC-AM 96.9 FM. More news at KROCnews.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.